on to Sunday's game. It's a very big game in the Premier League for Arsenal and Chelsea for different reasons. Basically, of course, you got Arsenal going in there, need to win after 2 successive draws away from home. Chelsea not on the best of form still, and still trying to pick up points. So really need to win this game, or at least need to get points from it. Going into it, what are your feelings going into this Sunday's game? Because of course, in previous times, Chelsea and Arsenal, Chelsea have seemed to have kind of won over on Arsenal a lot of the time. In recent times especially. I think the last time you beat us in a Premier League game was 2011, if I remember rightly. I think it was that 5-3.
5-3 at Stamford Bridge, I do remember. That's from Van Persie.
And then, of course, since then, we've had the 6-0, the 2-0, the 0-0 draws, the kind of Mourinho versus Wenger, that whole thing. What do you think it is with... Because now we're seeing a case where the gap between the quality within the sides has closed in recent years. Do you think there's a big psychological thing with Arsenal players when they come into a game against Chelsea? Do you think the psychological thing comes into it a lot, and do you think that's why Arsenal have struggled against Chelsea in recent years?
Mourinho's always, I mean, I even hate to admit it, but Mourinho has always had one over Wenger. I mean, it's simple as, you can try and candy coat as much as you want, but Wenger going up to Wenger going up to Mourinho, even, looking to start a fight, completely not Arsene Wenger at all. So Mourinho always had that kind of, mind effects on not just Arsene Wenger, but probably a bit of the Arsenal players as well. Even when you're not having a good season, you still turn up and win 2-0, and right, fair enough, the ref was completely against us.
I think you can look at that game and think, it's another game where Arsenal failed to beat Chelsea, but in a way, looking back at it, it was such a big thing with Mike Dean. I just it's in a sad way, it's hard to analyse that game because it was so much down to the referee.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll put it down to, really. It was just, I think obviously Chelsea had that advantage of the extra money as such at times, but then again we'd pull off 5-3 against you. So I don't know. Is it just one of those things on the day, and either way, how it just goes? I don't know. It's strange.
I think a big part to do is Mourinho, and I think maybe Mourinho when he came in, because you always had one over. I remember Arsenal always beat Chelsea. I mean, it's like one of those things where it was just like I still remember the ridiculous thing about it. I remember when I was really young supporting Chelsea, we were playing Arsenal, and there was like an advert for the game on, and I spoke to my dad and I said, we're going to beat Arsenal, and he looked at me like I was crazy, and that kind of shows you how far we've come. I think Mourinho definitely, still left a massive impact, and then of course when he came back, kind of the whole thing with Mourinho and Wenger, and I definitely thought it was tactics. I thought Mourinho consistently just knew how to play against Wenger. Is there still worry in the back of your head because it's Chelsea, and also because Arsenal still have these days where things go wrong, you know what I mean? And it's not like you have been flying through the Premier League. Is there in the back of your head that worry that on Sunday, as much as things could go brilliantly for you guys, do you still sort of worry that something is there still a doubt in your head about Sunday?
I think it's always a doubt against Chelsea. I think it's just stuck in my brain now. That's probably Mourinho's fault. I think with the game on Sunday, I mean, I respect Gustin. I think he's had a very good career. I just feel like, in a sense, that look, it's very debatable if Chelsea will get top 4 or not. Some think, a few points here or there, teams start to drop off. It could be possible. I think you could just put out a wonderful performance and just shock us out of nowhere. But because you want to try
to lose the next game.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Typical
You would want to ruin, because God, you don't want us to win the league, so you'll really pull your socks up and get out of the Emirates Stadium, big stage, big stadium, everyone watching, and show your worth. This is where Hazard, Costa, with the Dowers, go for it. I'm confident. I think we will win, but then again, at the back of my head, there is just something saying that I just know Chelsea are either just going to nick a cheeky 1-0 goal.
I think personally, I'd love to see Diego Costa start this match, because it would give us, because at United when we didn't have a striker, we just showed that we have no sort of intelligence going forward. We have no structure going forward. Fabregas has no one to pass to. Whoever you put up front, they're not natural strikers, so there seems to be no one to hold the ball up. I think if we could have Costa there, someone who can hold the ball up, who can with that connection with Fabregas that he's sort of bringing back now, and the way he scored goals. I'm sure Costa would love to go on Sunday, be the villain, and the atmosphere he'd get, the reaction he'd get from Arsenal fans, I think would in a lot of ways motivate him, and especially if Fabregas behind him as well. I think that I'd love to see Costa start, because I just think it'd be a massive thing for him, and I think we'd lose a lot of our shape if he doesn't start. I do expect a different style of game, considering the fact Chelsea do need probably to win this game if we have any hope of winning. But then even not just winning for top four, I just think we need to win, because I think not to turn around our season, because I think we've gotten past that stage now of this game is going to be the one that turns around our season. I think we're past that stage now, but just surely you want to win, because it's Arsenal, man. You want to go to the Emirates, and as much as you do at Stamford Bridge, I memean, going to the Emirates and winning, it's probably one of the best things you can do in a season, against one of your biggest rivals. The way Arsenal play, and I personally think it'll be a 0-0 or a score draw. I think maybe it'll be a score draw, because it could be an entertaining game. We never know. So what is your score prediction going into the game on Sunday?
Ooh, I'm going to stick with an Arsenal win. I do generally I think we've got the momentum with us at the moment, so I'm going to go probably for a 3-1 win to the Gooners. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, obviously for you, and hopefully for me, it's not a depressing Sunday. But yeah, that is it for our Arsenal versus Chelsea preview. Thank you, Liam, for coming on.
No worries, mate.
Great pleasure to talk to you. Also, guys, check out the video I did for GoonerNewsTV, Liam's channel. Link will be in the description below as well. At the end card of this video, you can go and check it out. There'll be a link there, and you can go and watch it. And I was talking about Chelsea on there and the game. So definitely check that out. Cool to do some collaboration. So thank you guys for watching. Check out all of Liam's social media accounts in the description box below. You can also follow me personally on Twitter at SonOfChelsea. Subscribe if you are new. And yeah, I'll see you again.
Chelsea season. I mean, Daniel, what is going on? I mean, you've been home and away following Chelsea all season. Just give us a bit of an insight as what it's like at this moment in time being a Chelsea fan.
I can see by the grin of your face, and I'm sure like many Arsenal fans, it's been quite an enjoyable season for Arsenal fans, probably watching Chelsea. But no, it's been an interesting one.